Hello, viewers. Welcome to ATech Media once again. I'm happy to be here to bring you a very, very important topic that we shall be discussing on. And please, before that, I would want you to subscribe to this channel so you continue to get inspiring videos and content that would bless your life and would also help you to live a better life. Aside that, please also click on the notification button so you get notified whenever we post new content. Like this video so it will rank among the top videos whenever it's searched on YouTube, and also do well to share it to your friends and your family members. Today I will be discussing on different things actually, but I think these things actually we need to deal with them. We need to look into them, because if you look at our world today, the errors that most young people are making are errors that maybe their fathers or people older than them has done those errors before, but they see themselves still falling into these errors. So we should ask ourselves, is it that the present generation is ignorant or what? It ought not to be so. Now, why am I saying this? If we are to be learning by our own errors, life will be so miserable for us. That's the simple truth. If I want to learn by every mistake I make, I want to confirm with my own life, want to use our life as an experiment, then before you get to know, okay, this I ought not to do it, it will be too late. You cannot just, as a lady, you said you want to test how it is first, then you give yourself into a guy, and when you get pregnant you're like, oh, so this is how it looks. No, that would be so dangerous. So how do we get to handle or deal with all these life issues so our life will not be an example? Rather, we are to learn from others' example in order to what? To direct our lives well. Please do well to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. If you are still watching me and you've not yet subscribed, please click on that subscribe button and the notification bell icon, and you will continue to get inspiring tips and videos from this channel. So first of all, I'll be talking about those that actually get involved in an unwanted pregnancy. I believe several times, or you must have heard stories of young ladies who became pregnant without planning for it. So, like for some young ladies, they just surprisingly see they are carrying an unwanted pregnancy. Why is it referred to as an unwanted pregnancy? Of course, when a lady meets with a guy, it's expected that pregnancy will come, but it's called unwanted. Why? Because it wasn't expected. It wasn't expected to have come at that instant, so they see it as unwanted. The same pregnancy that other persons are craving to have, or that other persons are looking for babies, they see theirs as unwanted. Why? Because at that point in time they weren't ready for it. Now, how can this be resolved? I heard a story about a lady who, after she gave birth to the baby, she could not take care of him, and all she could do was to take that baby to the dustbin and dump the child there. You see, that is an act of wickedness, and it would be as a result of what? Her not learning from the experience of others. She wanted to learn with her own life. Our life is too precious, it's too expensive for you to be learning some certain life matters or issues with your own life. You may end up regretting it all throughout. You may end up living with that trauma all throughout your life. So the best way is to learn from others' experience. As in, this matter is just getting me pissed off. I'm not just happy about this. So if you are a lady and you have planned how you want your life to be, and you don't learn from other people's errors in order to direct your life, I tell you, you may also what? Get yourself entangled in that error, and you rather be like, oh my God, how did I get here? So many people ask themselves those questions. How did I really get here? What actually happened? As in, am I the one? They are just surprised. Why? Because it was never what they planned for themselves. Why some live life without even having a plan? So whatever comes, they just embrace it. As in, that's even the worst of it. You know, for church people, their life has been placed as an example for others. That is it. Because what? They believe that anything that comes their way is what has been destined for them. So for the ladies, you see that most times they end up getting frustrated. Some are not being able to complete their studies. Why? Because of what happened to them, and they just have to change their plan. You see, it is not a good one at all. So it is better you learn from people's errors, from people's mistakes, rather than learning with your own experience. Because if you are waiting to use your life as an experience, I tell you, there are a lot of things you will have to experience before you know what is right to do. But remember, our life is very, very important. So you cannot just use your life to be experimenting anything that comes your way. Then some of you are waiting. I've only spoken about the lady. Then how does this also affect the guys? Yes, it also affects the guys several ways too. Why? Because when the guy now got this lady pregnant, he also has to what? Be responsible for whatever that follows. So if he has been catering for only himself, now he has to be catering for himself, the girl, and also the baby. And if it happens to be twins or even more than that, there is only God that will help him. You get? So he has to be taking care of himself, the lady, and the child. So rather than thinking of how he would provide for himself, he's thinking of providing for less than, let's say, a minimum of 3 persons, and that in turn will affect him. It will stress him, and as a result of this, some persons has left their area of specification. Why? Because they have been entangled. You cannot say, oh, I love photographs, so I have to go and be taking for photograph. Why? At that point in time, you may not be patient enough to even learn that profession, to perfect it. Why? Because money is required. You are under pressure. So at that moment in time, you have to do what is needed just to get the money in order to provide for your family. So you see, you have to be very, very careful. Learn from others' experience. So learning by experience is okay, but learn from others' experience. Don't use your life as an example. It is too risky. Then I will talk about Yahoo boys. Yeah, even till tomorrow, you still see that girls will still what? They will still fall victim of Yahoo boys. And you'll be asking yourself, is it that they've not heard of what happened to the previous ones? Are they ignorant? You ask yourself. But I tell you, till tomorrow, ladies will still fall victim of these boys. They will still fall victim of them, and end up their life in an halfway. We had a story about one who came out of a car and she just ran mad. Why? Because she thought that was the perfect way. She must have had, but she never took it serious. She must have had, but she never took it to be anything. She believed she was covered. Some of them will be like, I'm covered, nothing can do me, I'm a child of grace. Yes, that's true. You are a child of grace. You are a child of grace. God is with you. But don't go to the devil's house expecting God to come and cover you there. It is not possible. You cannot be dying with the devil and say God is watching me or God is covering me. No, it's not possible. We've had a lot of stories. The ones that from school they went out with a guy, they are schooling in Auchi, but they are traveling to Abuja, Lagos, and at the end, some of them got missing. A lot of story flying on the net. But till tomorrow, people are still falling victim of this. Young people, please, let's be wise. Most times, the older ones has tried to guide us and make us understand that they have also been through this, and they are trying to lead us not to fall victims, but we want to taste it first. That is why some of us has gotten ourselves entangled, and our life is no longer going the way it ought to be. Why? Because we've used our life as an experiment already. So please, hear the stories and learn from them. Don't say you are wise. Don't say you are so smart. You are so wise, nothing can happen to you. That's very correct. That's very true. Yeah, you can so much believe in yourself. Nothing will happen to me. Odeshi, as we know, no, they carry last. Now so they be, but last you go see say you go carry last. Why? Because you, if you say you smart, you get another person who is smart past you. But let's leave that for that. The third thing I will discuss about is timing. How most young persons has wasted their time. Most young people have wasted their time doing the things that does not matter. And when they are old, they realize that they have limited time to meet up with life requirements. They realize they have limited time to meet up with their needs, to meet up with the needs of their family, and as many that what they are expected to cater for. So you have to be very careful of how you manage your time. Many people have regretted it, and all they could do is to do security work. You know a lot of old people who are doing security work. Why? Because in their tender age they didn't work. They were enjoying themselves, they were having fun, some were going to club, they were enjoying the pleasures that comes with that young age. They were having enough fun. But think of it. Is it better for you to be having fun when you are young than when you are old you begin to do security work? It's not right. It's not right in that way. And as a result of this, some get themselves involved in illegal stuffs and making our society a place not comfortable for us to live in. And it is not good. It's not good. You have heard story of persons who throughout their lifetime when they were young, they were living their life the way they wanted. But when reality began to dawn on them, they knew that it was not all about pleasure and pleasure. They had to work at their life. Some of us that might be listening to me, your parents must have worked for you. Your own case is different. But you that you know your parents has not done anything, you have to start. You have to be the one to start it. So you should know where you are heading to. Some of us will be like, oh no, I don't know where to start from. You have to start from anywhere. Just start now. Start planning your life. Start living perfectly. Create time for yourself. Most time we don't know that the most valuable thing we have on earth is time. When you have time, a lot of things can be corrected. But if there is no time, I tell you, it will take only God's grace. So please, let's learn from others' experience. And while you are young, do what you need to do. Do it so you can be what? You can be safe. You can save yourself that stress. So at the time when you ought to be resting, you should be resting. You get? At the time when you ought to be resting, so you can be what? You can rest. Lastly, I would also talk about this. I believe most times, most of us don't really learn a lot of things. As in, we get ourselves into a problem before we realize that someone else has also been into this before. And ought we to have learned from their mistake, we are also what? Entangled in that same error. You hear of people who have been clearing debts. Up till tomorrow, people are still holding debt. Young people can't save. See, if you don't learn these things now, it will be difficult for you. Some persons have put themselves into great debt that they would pay for like years. Why? Because they refuse to learn from others' mistakes. They refuse to learn. Please, debt is one thing that will drag you back. It's one thing that will delay your success. So in order for you to avoid it, please, the cash you don't have, don't go borrowing to spend it on yourself. Don't go borrowing to spend it on pleasure. Rather, you should borrow to invest. If at all you want to borrow, you should borrow to invest. Borrow to make more money. So debt is one thing that young people must avoid. You must learn to do away from it. Why? Because even some of our parents, they are trying to clear the debt they had for years now, and they are still on it. So if we are not wise enough to take the right step, if we are not wise enough to be conscious to take the right steps, I tell you, we also get ourselves entangled in those errors, and we'll be like, I didn't be someone that told me, and I know. So you just have to be wise enough to learn this on your own, so it will not become a problem for you as well. It will become a problem for you as well. Thank you for listening to me. And what we are discussing here is that it's a simple thing, very, very simple thing. Your life is too important. They said experience is the best teacher. If you are waiting to experience everything to learn from them, I tell you, you will die before your time. That's just the simple truth. If you want to experience everything before you learn a lesson from them, you are going to die before your time. So myself now, me, I've decided though, I'll just be observing people's life, so that whenever there is error, you could know and possibly start, just turn your back and go the next part. Don't follow that part if that path lead that person to destruction, just follow the next path. Because if you want to also experience it too, before you learn a lesson, your life would not, in fact even the life you have will not be enough for those experience for you to learn a lot from them. So be wise and learn from others' experience. Please do well to subscribe and click on that notification bell so you will continue to get updates whenever we post new content on this channel. Until I come your way again, bye bye. Welcome to this channel. Please do well to subscribe, click on the notification bell so you continue to get updated whenever we post new content, and like, comment and share this video as well to your friends and family members. So today I'm going to be talking about why actually some Christians fail. Why some Christians fail after being Christians, they just fall. Why? Because of others. They fall because of others. And please, you know that when you are born again, it requires that you have to be so concerned about your faith. But in our world today, a lot of persons, based on what they see others doing, they feel like, oh, if this person can do this, then why am I still standing? If this person I so much trust on could act this way, then there is no need of me serving God. There is no need of me serving God. I'm too small. If this person that is so anointed, so mighty, can do this thing, that means who am I? I'm nobody now. I'm nobody before God. God will not receive me. No, that is not it. If you are a Christian and your Christian is tied to someone, definitely I know that every one of us, there is one person that is helping to boost your faith, helping to make you stand in God. That is just the simple truth. There is someone who is helping you to boost your faith, helping you to make you stand in Christ. And if that person falls, it will definitely shake you in one way or the other. It is true. But we need to grow to maturity. We need to grow to what? To maturity. There was a time I overheard somebody saying, he said it was because of the way Christians are acting. That was why he had to turn from being a Christian to a Muslim. And you can imagine it was because of the way people are acting. You know, human beings will always be human beings, and human beings are prone to fail. They are prone to make errors. They are prone to make mistakes. Why? Because Satan is also there. He has not disappeared. He has not gone into extinction. He's still on the earth operating. So he said he just stopped being a Christian. Why? Because of the way he saw that Christians were behaving. Now the question is this: if I know how a Christian should behave, and I see that this person I ought to have looked up to is behaving the other way around, am I not supposed to behave the right way so people would know that this is not the way Christians actually behave? Please, you should be the example. If you see the person you are looking up to is not representing the good example, you ought to be the example and not to capitalize on that error to what? To leave the faith. You are not to capitalize on that error in order to leave the faith. Rather, you are to prove yourself worthy. Like people will say, there are no more good people on the earth. There are no more good people. There is no more good people. Everybody is bad. People are not good anymore. And most times, the people that say these words are people that are bad. They know they are already bad, so they don't want anybody to be good again. You can imagine that. Just because you are not truthful does not mean there is nobody truthful on the earth. I know some of you would not agree with me. I'm not disputing the fact. That's the simple truth. Some of you would never agree with me that no, on this earth that we are in, it's not possible that there is still somebody that is truthful. It's not possible. Some of you, you just don't want to believe some certain things. Why? Because you have defaulted. And sorry to say, because you have defaulted does not mean that everyone else has defaulted. Because you failed does not mean that every other person as well has failed. Because this one failed to represent God well does not mean that everyone has also failed to represent God well. It's never possible. God always have representatives. They are always good people. And some of us, based on our past experiences, we took those experiences, we put them to our heart, and we see everybody that same way. It is very, very wrong. So still referring to the aspect of Christian standing, you have to learn to stand. You have to learn to stand on your own. You have to learn to stand on your own. It's a personal race. You have to work it out yourself. Don't look at so person has failed. Oh, even this person I trusted failed me. Even this person I believe in failed me. No, that is not calling for you to conclude and say, oh, finally there is no good person. There is no good person. No, none. Is never possible. Is never possible. So if you are looking at another man's error to leave your faith, this is not the simple truth. Because even the Bible said the righteous one, he will fall 7 times and will rise again. So if now the person fell once, and because the person fell, you also go and fall too, you fall alongside with the person, and later the person stands, you will be the one to lose. Why? Because the person now is standing and you are falling, and you just conclude on that oh, if this person can fall, then there is no need. You just go back. Of course, I know the person falling has caused you to fall, but you falling now is not to your profit. You are not doing yourself good. That's just the word there. You falling because someone fell, or because someone disappointed you, or because someone broke your trust. No, you are not doing yourself good if you fall because someone else falls. So the person might fall 7 times and rise again. So you have to be matured enough to have a faith of your own, that even if everybody on the face of the earth should be bad, even if on the face of the earth everybody decide to be bad, everybody decide to be not reliable, still believe in yourself. Still be that one outstanding person. It will make a lot of difference. It will make a lot of difference, I tell you. Yeah, it will. Let me also add this to it. Remember, we all have different purpose in life. We all have different destiny paths. So you might say, because this person has fallen, you also fall alongside. You don't know. That person's falling may be to lead the person to his destiny path. It may be that God is trying to reveal something to the person, or it may be that through that medium God will bring the person closer to him, to make the person realize what truly he or she should be doing in the head. And you also follow that person and you fall alongside. It may amount to something later on good for the person, but yours may not be good. Why? Because we all have different purpose in life, different destiny paths. So that error, at the end, the person may just realize, and it will open the person to the reality that, oh, this is what God wants him to become, and it will just work and it will be fine. Meanwhile, you are falling. Why? Because the person fell. I'm concluding with this. I want to plead with every one of us out there that is listening to me. If you have left the faith because someone disappointed you, why? Because someone did something that you never expected them to have done, please, or rather, you left the gathering of the brethren because they were not doing what you expected, what you read from the Bible. You left the gathering. Not that you left to live right. You left and you went the other way around. Please, you should retrieve back your step and come back to the truth. Why? Because it is just between you and your God, and you will leave those people to their God, so their God will judge them. With that, you would not lose your own. Why? Because of another man's error. You wouldn't lose your blessing because of another man's error. You wouldn't lose your place because of another man's mistake. So just be wise, and whatever that the world at large may bring to you, whatever the people in this world, as we say, the world people, whatever this world people would bring to your way being good, just take it and know that you are not to blend alongside. And there is a common saying that people make people to see people as bad people. Sometimes good people have become also bad. Why? Because they try to be good, but everyone that came their way only what paid them back with bad and evil. At the end, they will be like, there is no reward of being good, and they also become bad. If everybody become bad, the world will be so I said, we won't be able to stay in this world. They won't be able to stay in this world. So it's as a result of, because of the good few people in the world, that is why the world is still striving. Just see it that way. Because of the few good people in our world, in our planet, that's why our world is still striving. Thank you for listening to me. Please don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification button so you get notified whenever we post new videos. Thank you and see you next time. Hello viewers, welcome to ATech Media. Today I want to be calm, please. I just want to be calm. I don't want to shout. I don't just want to shout. So I beg, if you know you've not subscribed and you are watching this video right now, please just subscribe right now. I'm giving you 1 second. Subscribe, yes. Click, yeah, that's subscribe. That subscribe you are seeing there. Click on it. Very good, very good. Click on the notification button as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you can comment after watching the video. You can also like and share it. Now let's go there. Today I've been thinking about this. Woman life no easy, oh. Woman life no easy. A popular relationship mentor once said, he said, for guys, you just be like, if you are a Christian, you just be like, oh God, I've seen one. Is she the one? And God will say no. But for the lady, she will have to wait. You just wait until when one comes and she'll be like, God, this one is here, oh. Is it the one? The ladies, they have to wait. For the guys, you can go out and look for, and when you see, you bring it to God and say, God, see the one I've seen, oh. Is she the one? But for the lady, you have to be waiting. If no one comes, now there I talk end. Today I want to talk about some reasons why ladies give in to sex before marriage. Why do some ladies actually give in to sex before marriage when they know that it is 50-50? Yes, it's 50-50, because only committing that act alone, there is already a comma. There is already a comma there. Only giving into that act signifies that there is already a comma. That this person can just, at any moment in time, just change his mind. Yes, this person can just change his mind. Because if he could not wait till marriage and he went ahead to what? To violate the holy law. I believe you are a Christian. You that is watching me now. Now, he went ahead to violate the holy law. Are you not thinking that he would not be able to violate the other law of, after telling you that he will marry you, to change his mind? Would it be hard? It won't be hard. But why do ladies actually give in to sex before marriage? The other day I had a lady shouting, after all I've done for you. And sometimes you even go and ask some of these ladies, you even call them and ask them, please though, madam, what do you say you really do for this guy after I've done for him? And when you go deep down into that matter, all you will discover is that she only offered her body. Her body was all she offered to him. That is all she's saying. After all I've given to him, it was just her body, nothing more. So why the guy was taking her to Tantalizer, Shop Right, Shop Left, Shop Middle, and the rest of them, she was in return giving him her body. So why all this? So at the end of it, you hear them saying, after all I've done for you. And the guy will be like, mission fulfilled, mission completed. Why? Because that was the only thing he was looking for. But why do some give into sex before marriage? My number one point is this: because they don't want to lose the guy. And those are so funny reasons. They are all funny reasons. There are funny reasons why they give into sex. Very funny reasons before marriage. One, because they say they don't want to lose the guy. Because you don't want to lose him, you give him. Now you know that. Let's do this calculation first of all. Let's do this calculation. You stand a chance of losing him more when you have already given into sex. Many ladies don't know. I don't know why people don't just sit themselves down to think some certain things before they act. No, let's be frank. Be sincere with me. Be sincere. Let's be sincere. You say your mind. When you have not given into sex, you have like 100%. Why? Because he see you as somebody that can be trusted. He see you as somebody that has dignity. You respect yourself. That is what he's seeing you as. Because if, okay, let me not rush so you understand. So when you've not given in, he's seeing you as somebody that has dignity. You respect yourself. He believes that if I should marry this one, that means I am safe. That is for the aspect of you not giving in. Now when you give in and you are expecting him to marry you, now look at what he will be thinking then. What he's thinking then will be like, if she could give in before I married her, then possibly she must have given to somebody else too. I don't know. Somebody else must have also promised her, and she must have. He will begin to have doubt. That's for the guy. Then for you, the lady, now you know you have more chance of not losing him when you have not given into sex than when you have already given into sex. Because once you have given into sex before marriage, you have more chance of losing him. That's just the simple truth. That's just the simple truth. If you are seeing it the other way around, then you are not seeing it the right way. You are not seeing it the right way. Just turn back and look it the right way. So if you are saying it that if I give into sex before marriage, I won't lose him, I'll use that. Oh no. That's even more reason why you will lose him. But when you don't, percentage of you not losing him is more higher when you have not given in than when you have already given in. That's just the simple truth. So what he has already tasted, what he has already enjoyed, would there be any different when he get married to you? So you see, it is what is a wisdom something. All right, so let's go to the next point. I believe you understand. If you don't understand, you can drop in your comment, so we'll elaborate and we'll bring a new video. If you have any question, you can also drop in your questions on the comment section. We'll look into that and we'll bring to your understanding according to how your questions will be answered. So that's for that. Then second on our list, why ladies, funny reasons why they give into sex before marriage. So number 2 reason why some ladies give into sex, some funny reasons why they give into sex before marriage. Number 2 is because I truly love him, because they truly love the guy. Some will be like, I've never loved anybody like this before, and that is true for some ladies. They will be like, I've never loved. This is the first person I've loved, as in I've loved from the ocean of my heart, from the river of my heart, from the lake of my heart, from anywhere of your heart, no problem. But some, as funnily, if there is any English like that, giving into sex before marriage. Why? Because they said they truly love him. No, if you truly love him, then you should be able to what? Tell him to wait. You should be able to tell him to wait. You should be able to convince him. You should be able to make him see reasons why he need to wait or why he need to do that. Or don't you even know that if he has done that, the pressure to get married will automatically reduce. Okay, now confirm this. You have not gotten admission into the university. At first, you are so anxious. You are under pressure. You even be praying, you be fasting. Some will pray and some will fast. Immediately they get the admission, that pressure dies. Once your name is out, you are no longer going to be praying again that God, I need admission. That prayer is no longer needed now. You will pray for something else. Why? Because your name is already out. That's the same thing with it. When you give in before marriage, that pressure will automatically die. That pressure will automatically die. It won't be the same again. No matter what, it can never be the same again. Some will have to struggle. Some just want to be good. They just want to be good, and they will feel guilty and will just work it out. While others, I tell you, majority, the pressure will just die down. It will just die down. So don't say because you truly love him. If you truly love him, then you should be wise enough to convince him to do what is needful before any other thing. The third on my list, you will not believe, but don't worry, I'll say it anyway. Funny reasons why ladies give into sex before marriage. The third on my list is because he is sincere and genuine. He is sincere and genuine. He's a sincere guy. He's so genuine. Even me like this, I'm genuine. I'm very, very sincere. But it's not by genuineness and sincerity. It's not by that. It's not by genuineness and sincerity. It is beyond being genuine. It is beyond being sincere. It's a matter of what? Taking action for whatever you have said. Let them see the actions. So some will give in. Why? Because they appear to see him as being genuine. He is so honest. He is so sincere. No, if he's so sincere, hope he say he will marry you. Let him marry you. Is that not what he told you? Let him go ahead and do that. Once he do that, it's okay. So don't be carried away with his sincerity, how genuine he looks, how very innocent he is looking. No, ladies, give into that, because the guy appears to be genuine. They might not see someone as genuine as him again. If he is so genuine and honest, I tell you, there are still other genuine people like him, more, the ones that are even more than they, as in they will be more sincere than him. So don't think God has brought this one to you so you will not allow it slip out of your hand by giving in. No, no. If he's so sincere and genuine, then that is sincerity and genuineness should lead him to do what is needful. That is just the simple truth. So Amaka, you dey hear me? Don't do that. Don't say he's so genuine, he's so sincere, he's so honest. I've not seen someone as gentle as him before. That, very good. Shoma, you dey hear? That is what you need to do. Please, first thing first. I be not be so they talk am. First things first. Thank you. First thing first. You understand? Don't forget. I think this will be the second to last on my list. I didn't draft out so many of them, just some important ones. So this will be the second to last. Guess what? They'll be like, it's just a normal thing. It's just a normal thing. There is no big deal there. Why are we seeing it as one mighty thing? It is true, it's not mighty. Not be mighty thing. I agree with you. It's not mighty thing. As in not mighty, so just leave am the way it is. Why do you think of it? If it's not mighty, then why are you craving for it? If it's not mighty, then why are you almost dying for it? You get. So some be like, it's the normal thing that everybody do. Not everybody do. You are not everybody. You are you. Peter, you are you. You are not everybody. Victor, you are you. You are not everybody. So some will be like, it's a normal thing. It's what everybody do. There is no big deal to it. There is a big deal when it comes to God. When it comes to God, I tell you, there is a bigger deal, not even a big deal, and there is a biggest deal. If there is any English like that, the biggest of the biggest deal. You get to that. It's not just ordinary. It's not just normal. It's not just a normal pleasure that should be satisfied whenever needed. No. So don't just give in. If you know your system is doing you one kind, please just quietly go home and sleep and go and rest your head. Don't be looking for who would bring out smoke when fire not there. You get. So don't say it's just a normal pleasure that needed to be satisfied whenever needed. Don't do that. We are humans. When you are young, going to try out a lot of things that you've not tried before. That curiosity is there, but your life is more important. At the end of it, you even discover that you'll be like, oh, it's just 5 minutes, it's just 10 minutes, and you are. That is just it. So it's not just a normal pleasure. It's not just a normal pleasure. So why is convincing you that it's a normal pleasure? There is nothing there. Just need to satisfy it when needed. Don't do that. Let him go and pay. When after he has done the first day first, abi, then you cannot come and do that normal pleasure. It's a normal pleasure, abi. Then you can see it as normal, no problem. It's okay. Then the last on my list, some will be like, do you know why I'm doing my hands like this? I'm doing my hands like this because some will be like, oh, I'll use sex to hold him down. When you use that, when you use sex to hold him down through pregnancy, so that he will get married to you. Cynthia, why? How long are you going to pretend in that marriage? How long? If you start marriage like that, I want to switch you. So at the end, there might be a kind of reconciliation, but that's for that too. But it's not a good way. So some girls are so funny. They'll be like, I want to use that to hold him down. I'll tell him I'm pregnant and I'll use it to hold him down so he will get married to you. If you don't want marry, leave him. If person refuse to marry and you force the person to marry, hey, now you need to be forcing him to continue. You need to force him. You need to always use something to. If you're going to use sex to hold him with pregnancy, be ready to continue using whatever you use to hold him. Be ready to use that too, because when you enter the marriage, that's what you will still be using. Is it a good one? Are you ready for? Are you prepared for that? Are you prepared? As in, you're not ready for that. You get. Say you the same. So those are some of the funny reasons why ladies give in to sex before marriage. But all of this is not a good reason why you should give in. It's not a good reason why you should give in. Do you know what it means to be honored, to be respected, and your husband will look into your eyes and be like, oh yes, you are the woman that I've wished to get married to, or stuff like that, and you'll be happy why that you have kept yourself. Is a very good one. So until I come your way again, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click on that notification button. Like. It will not do you anything. No, it doesn't bite. Just click on that subscribe button and the notification bell, like, there you can share to your friends, and don't worry, till I come your way again, I'm going to be bringing you very, 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 very interesting topics that we shall be discussing. And as time goes on, don't worry, we are going to be having a live chat alongside with our videos, and I'll be ready to take your questions, and we are going to be deliberating on life issues. Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye. Hello viewers, welcome to ATech Media. Like this, my blood just dey hot. My blood dey hot. As in my blood dey hot. But nevertheless, I beg, subscribe, quickly subscribe. More know where we dey. That's very good. Oh yeah, click on the notification bell. Click on the notification bell now before I continue. You dey do well. You be good person. I like you. I really like you. I know say many of us now we dey wonder say, the way our parents they bring us up, it too harsh. The way our parents they bring us up, things just too dey harsh. But I don't dey think this matter. And the thing that they make nose they inch me. But see where me they drive to now. Our parents now, the way they train us, I say they really train us with iron hand. And some of us will be like, no, I don't fit train my pikin like that. So my pikin so young, go dey where I go take you don't plan everything finish, you don't make am. But me don't reason the matter. I don't reason am well. I don't reason I go this side. I say it not be bad thing. The way my parents they train us, they still make us some certain things when we say we supposed shook and put, we not go shook and put. Why? Because of the way they take bring us up. I not say the thing good 100% because it still affect us for some side. It still affect us. Me myself, it affect me. Now the truth be that. Now only you go by yourself when they try to correct the part when we say they're not correct well. Now only you can start to correct them when you don't know. And now you can go the correct time because they don't understand those ones before. So most of us they think say they too use iron hand for us, but we go take it easy with our children. And now see what they happen for our own generation now. Shey you dey see am? As we now they want to take it easy with our children now. See the way the generation don dey spoil more. The next generation sef they go dey reduce the burden. Now so the thing go dey worse more. But I say this person just need wisdom. If at all say you want to discipline your pikin, make the discipline am well, the right way. You understand? The right way dey very, very okay. If not, we go just realize say we don miss many things don miss. As in just like when you cook soup finish, you can't pack water full am, you know say the soup no get value again now. That one now if you put eba, you go see the soup for your ebo. Why? Because it don't lose value. That's what it just be. So if at all say you want to correct your pikin, they correct am the right way, not just freestyle say no, the way my parents they do me, not be so I go take do my children. No, my children go be now good thing. No, now good thing. But if the pikin spoil, they see story now, they see things when they happen for our world. 10 years, you dey see wetin dey happen now. You dey see schools that they lock down school because of all those, and you dey see all those matter. We dey take us na normal thing. Say not really mean anything, but it mean because we our own generation now. We want to take things easy, we want to take things lightly. But our parents, they take us serious. As in, if you misbehave, if you go break your head, put safe. But we now we say with our new generation, we want to take things easy. See the way things all they go now. You know, if you hear this kind of story for our parents time now, they born you, they're not born you now. You not even try yourself. Why? Because you know what they waiting for us. You know it. Ma tell you my own story. Ma tell you what happened to me. Sometimes I believe say no matter what, my own belief, I don't know what you believe. Your own feel work for you. Because some people now go they feel say maybe this is why they talk now because poverty. Now poverty, not be poverty, my brother. Not be poverty. That's just the simple truth. Not be poverty. If at all say person get money, e good make e get sense. if at all person get money, good may you get manners. You dey understand? Even if you get money, good may you get manners, good may you get some kind upbringing, some kind good upbringing, some kind manners. When you deal with people, they fit flow with you well, that kind of thing. So some go feel say na poverty. No be poverty, my brother, no be poverty. Even person wey get money sef, e need manners. You wey be say you no get, you dey behave well, somebody come get, you come dey mash your head dey pass, you go dey happy. You no go dey happy now. You go say this guy not just dey reason you. Why? Because him feel say na money. Everything no be money. Now wetin you go talk na be na lie. You go talk say everything no be money. Sometimes you just need to respect people even if they no get. And you go talk like that, you dey get. So those one now you go know say e still fall back to the training side, e still fall back to the upbringing. So make we no just say we go take her easy with our children. Now be like, even me I will take her easy with my children. No, but the simple truth be say mo just dey wise enough so that the next generation when we wan produce, so God na go help us. Yes, na God go help us. Our parents don train us, so may we sef use that wisdom, may we sef apply that wisdom. We go take am easy with our children. We no go kill them o, because some of our parents almost even kill us sef. I know say some of una fit testify, some of our parents almost even kill us. And we dey even dey use that take dey joke nowadays. We dey use that take dey joke for net. We dey use that take dey catch cruise now. You dey get now the things we dey use to dey catch cruise now. But all those things dey help some of us. Some of us now we don just dey so strong head now, we don forget all those things, but they help us in many ways. But now we don dey lose guard the culture, we don dey lose guard those practice, we don dey lose guard them. And as we dey lose guard them now, so we dey lose guard the coming generation. Their behavior, everything go dey change, everything go dey go upside down. You dey get? So everything go dey go upside down. If truly say parents dey train their children well, some kind bad news when we dey hear, we no go dey get them. Some kind bad updates when they fly for the net, they no go dey fly like that. Our world no go dey get bad. So you when they hear me now, so I know say you already know how you want to train your pikin. I no come change your mind though, but I just dey bring this light to you because now the way me sef take dey see am. And nobody sometimes you just call them, you just talk to them. Some of us go be like our parents na flog. Sometimes they no go just call us, advise us. But of your parents, when they see say you don grow past the age when they flog you, they begin to talk to you. Now so it be. So but your own now, you want to talk to pikin of 3 years. I want to hear you now. Sure. More talk matter. How the pikin want to hear you? Pikin of 3 years, you dey call am, dey tell am wetin you want. How the pikin want to understand you? You go flog am now. Go flog am where? You understand? You go flog am. Now when the pikin don dey grow, you go start to dey shipping some things they put for your head. That one now you don't say in the hear those ones. But when it's small, now the cane language in the hear more. Now the flogging discipline language, even if you not use cane, at least discipline anyone you like use. But make sure say you dey try teach the pikin something. Some people just big, they no just get manners. You go even dey vex yourself. They no just get manners, and you go say this person just big for nothing. Not just normal human manners they not get. Sorry, normal human manner. I don't know whether in English like that there. Normal human manner they not get, and e not good. You know if you live with them for the same house, you just dey vex follow them. E no make sense, my brother. So abeg, you dey understand me? So may we try make things work out well. May we try make things work out. I know say na normal thing say things go always get worse. Na so e be. Things go always get worse. But at least may we try reduce the worstness. If at all any English like that there, you know say my own I dey always dey talk. So if at all any English like that there, may we try avoid the worstness. May not be saying that your own go worse, na your own go bad. Now somebody train you, make you constantly become like this. So may you still train somebody well now, be. Not be so it's supposed to be. Thank you. Abeg, don't forget to subscribe. Click on that subscribe button. May we not go get problem. No, and not fit get problem with you now. Not be you again. I know you now. Abeg, subscribe. Click on that notification bell. Don't worry, you go always see my face now. I go always bring gist for you. So this na wetin me just get for mind, and as many other things wey still dey my mind, then we go dey reason things together. You just drop your comment, man, know wetin you also think about this matter. If I never talk some part, just let me know. If you get part one I talk, one I not talk correct, just let me know. Then we go make correction, more reasoning the matter together. You dey get? So thank you for listening to me. Till we see again. I always dey your back. Yeah.